Hey guys, Super Guzzle of Final Wars here, and I am back once again with another video. Today, I'm going to be basically sort of doing my own video about gamara could work in the monsterverse. Now, I know what you guys are going to be asking me, why am I mostly targeting the monsterverse and not, a new Godzilla movie? Well, the reason why I'm mostly targeting the monsterverse, because, well, all the kaijus that we see in the movie, like Godzilla, Mothra, Rodan, and Ghidorah, they all look, like, really ancient. They all look like they were from, like, the prehistoric times and all that stuff. So, and plus, Gamera was described in the Showa era, and kind of in the Gamera the Brave movie, where he's kind of like this giant turtle from the prehistoric times. So, yeah. Plus, I think Gamera would fit really well in the monsterverse. And being like a fellow guardian monster, and, well, Now, I know what you guys are also going to say. Well, wouldn't that mean we would get what we always wanted? A Godzilla versus Gamera. For a movie. Well, maybe, I don't know. But I don't like the idea of Godzilla being the one to start the fight. Now, I'm not saying Gamera needs to start the fight, but I just don't like the idea of Godzilla being the one to start the fight. Let me explain. I hate how Adam Wingard basically made Godzilla being so aggressive in the monsterverse. Now, if you guys don't know what I mean, well, let's take a good long look all the way back in Godzilla not 2014, Godzilla vs. Kong, where Godzilla decided to freaking attack Kong for no reason, just because he left the island. That, and the human characters mentioned that they weren't even near Godzilla's territory. And they were doing what they can to keep out of Godzilla's territory. And Godzilla just immediately found Kong and just decided to freaking throw down with him. The same thing could be said for Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Spoilers for those who have not seen the movie. But in the movie, Godzilla freaking pull up at Tiamat's domain, fired his atomic breath at her home, got her to come out of her home, and started a fight for no reason. There was no reason for Godzilla to waste his energy on Tiamat after he, freaking wasted half of that energy to basically had to go out of his way to get that energy, and Godzilla's just wasting it. And I know what you guys are going to say, well, we wanted to see Godzilla kill some kaiju, so yeah, I understand that part. Watching Godzilla kill some monsters is interesting, but when it comes to monsters who are just minding their own business, that's a different story. Because T-Mac wasn't doing anything wrong. Scylla was kind of going out of her way to attack a city, but it was mentioned in the novelization of Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, that T-Mac wanted to keep her distance from Godzilla. She didn't want anything to do with Godzilla. That, and she wasn't really doing anything wrong. She was a victim. Not only that, but let's also take a look at the New Empire again, where Kong was in Egypt and Godzilla decided to fight Kong for no reason. Like, my dude, you're preparing to fight Shimo, and yet you're wasting your time fighting a monkey with an overgrown infinity gauntlet. I just hate how Adam Wingard basically made Godzilla so aggressive. It's just so unnecessary. I don't know what you guys are going to say. Godzilla basically kind of warned Kong that if he ever caught him on the surface, he would kill him. Well, I know that, but Kong was literally not trying to pick a fight. He wasn't trying to fight Godzilla. He came up there to get Godzilla, for help. Like, Godzilla didn't even try to stop and be like, wait a minute. And just hear Kong out. He did not do that. He just freaking attacked Kong for no reason. I'm not gonna waste too much time talking about this, but like I said before, I hate how Adam Wingard made Godzilla so aggressive in Godzilla vs. Kong and Godzilla X Kong. Back to Gamera. Now, would there be a fight between Godzilla and Gamera? Well, that depends. But I would like to say maybe, but not in the way that fans would normally think. I would want to see a fight of Godzilla and Gamera where rather Godzilla or Gamera is being controlled by someone. Like one of those two monsters are being controlled and they're acting ways that one monster wouldn't act before. Like say Godzilla's destroying a city or Gamera's destroying a city. Godzilla or Gamera confronts them and they at first don't know why they're acting so aggressive and so violent. And then one of them realizes that they're being controlled by someone or something. I don't see Godzilla and Gamera fighting each other if they're both guardians. Hell, Dr. Andrews said it herself in Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire that the kaiju are the guardians of nature. So, again, why would Godzilla fight another guardian monster for no reason? Would it make more sense if, rather, that guardian monster is young and a little arrogant and reckless, and being the one to start the fight? And Godzilla just doesn't kill them, just kind of beats them up and reminds them, who's in charge, who is the alpha. You guys know what I'm saying? I just don't see how Godzilla will be the one to start the fight. Now, if this was a Japanese Godzilla movie we're talking about, then the situation will be different. Gamera will be the hero and Godzilla will be the villain. Unless someone who's making the Godzilla vs. Gamera movie decides to do a Godzilla vs. Kong reference and have the two monsters team up against a much more bigger threat. Which honestly, I wouldn't lie, seeing Godzilla and Gamera teaming up sounds a lot more cooler than Godzilla and Kong teaming up. And I think he will be a monster where he can actually get along with humans, like a fellow monster that likes humans, besides of Mothra and Kong. Not only will Gamera would work as a fellow guardian of nature, but a protector to humanity as well. And like the only real time that MonsterVerse Gamera and MonsterVerse Godzilla will fight is if one of them is being controlled by someone or something. I guess that'll be the only real time that those two kaiju will fight. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, I do not like the idea of MonsterVerse Godzilla being so damn aggressive. Like if he is smart, like highly intelligent that fans say he is, wouldn't he know better than to start a fight for no reason? So the answer will be yes, I think Gamera could work in the MonsterVerse. Not just in the MonsterVerse, but probably for like a Godzilla movie in general. Now I know what you guys are also going to say, well, wouldn't I make a video about would Ultraman work in the MonsterVerse? And your answer is no, I'm not going to make a video about Ultraman. Besides, how would that even work? How would Ultraman fit in the MonsterVerse? Because, if I recall, the MonsterVerse is mostly focused on realistic scenarios of, like, monsters being in the lives of humanity. So, yeah. Like I said, I don't like the idea of Ultraman being in the MonsterVerse, but Gamera, that could work. Because, again, prehistoric times, ancient beings that came way before humanity, like ancient giant monster beings who came way before humanity, makes more sense than weird giant humanoid beings existing in the monsters. So, yeah. So that's it for this video. So I hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below. Do you think Gamera would work in the MonsterVerse? Let me know in the comments below. Also, one more thing. Tell me in the comments below. Are you not a big fan of Godzilla being so aggressive in the MonsterVerse? If so, tell me in the comments below. Anyways, I hope you guys have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, even though I said that again. I said that already, but I don't really care. And I'll see you guys in my next